There is a strong call to put an end to LASIK surgery, and I know it's a hard turn from topics, and it's coming from an unlikely source because the FDA official who led the team giving the procedure the green light is now waving a red flag, calling for it to be stopped. Nearly 1 million Americans have elected to have LASIK surgery since it was first approved back in 1995. I am one of them. Put that out there. It's used to correct vision problems, taking a fuzzy or hazy view of the world and making it clear. Dr. Morris Waxler is the official who is making an about-face, now pushing for a recall on this. Dr. Waxler, explain to all of us, because I think we were shocked to hear that you're now on the forefront of trying to get this recalled. What's the danger that you now see with LASIK surgery that you didn't see when you approved it?
Well, the danger is a very high adverse event rate. The adverse event rate is 20%, 20-fold higher than the adverse event rate that was expected and approved under. And that adverse event rate is high because essentially people have, LASIK patients have dry eyes, they have problems with night driving, and they have a distorted vision that's related to that.
When we talk,
in addition, they sure. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that when you talk about these risks, aren't those all risks that are explained to patients when they go in prior to the procedure about dry eye, night vision issues? I think it's they call it starring issues with lights coming in their direction.
Oh, it's mentioned, but it's mentioned in a sort of, by the way, you might have such and such. It's not mentioned like you're going to have 20% chance of having these problems. It's presumed. In fact, one of my reasons for urging that there be the withdrawal of LASIK devices is that essentially the LASIK community lied or withheld data from the agency with regard to these events and distorted that information. The presumption under which these devices were approved was that they had a 1% adverse event rate. The adverse event rate is 20-fold higher than that for a temporary relief to get rid of your glasses.
What's the response from the FDA, and you're trying to go ahead and have this recalled? How have they been reacting, especially to the statistics that you just brought up?
They've not said a word. It's as if I've been speaking into the wind. It's been almost 6 weeks now, and I've heard nothing. Not that I personally would like to hear it, but that there should be some response. I used a lot of data. It wasn't just based on my opinion.
Dr. Waxler, real quickly, as I said, I've had LASIK surgery. There are a lot of successful cases of LASIK surgery out there. What would you say to the patients who haven't seen these problems?
Well, I think that's fabulous. I'm glad that you've had a successful outcome. In fact, I know patients who've had a successful outcome. But think of the 30% that or more that don't have a successful outcome. I mean, they're paying the price for your good outcome in some way or another. But you may still have a bad outcome. I don't know how long ago you had your LASIK, but you could still have a bulging cornea and need a corneal transplant. I don't know if you have some dry eyes and take Restasis or some other dry medication, but most patients have that problem or have night driving problems. So I say hooray that you got a good outcome. But were you told that you would have a 20% chance of not having a good outcome?
I think I just focused mainly, as successful patients did, on the positive aspects of it. So you're giving us a lot of food for thought as we move forward to see where LASIK goes in the future here. But Dr. Morris Waxler, thanks for coming on today. We appreciate your time, sir.
You're welcome.